Hello viewers, I'm Ron Grant and you're watching 284 Media out of the beautiful British Virgin Islands. Recently, I had the honor of sitting with Mrs. Kenesha Sprov, the new president of Rotary Club Sunrise Tortola. Today, I'm joined by Rotaractors Miss Koisha Stout, immediate past president, and the new president, Mr. Tumulji Hughes. Now, the Rotary family is quite vast and spans various age groups. These two young people, along with their Rotaract colleagues, have been at the helm of service in a variety of ways. On Saturday, July 4th, Miss Stout passed the mantle of leadership to President Tumulji Hughes, and we are so honored to hear all about their plans for this new year, a new Rotaract year, that is. Stay tuned for this 284 Media exclusive after a word from our sponsors. Stick with us, you're watching 284 Media.
Yes. You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Viewers, welcome back. You're watching 284 Media. President Hughes and immediate past President Stout, welcome to 284 Media.
Thank you.
Now, before we get into today's interview, tell us a little bit, Ms. Stout. Tell us about Rotaract.
Well, Rotaract is an organization for young adults, young professional adults who would like to give back to the community through professional services and also would like to develop their professional skills.
And what age group does the group span?
18 to 30.
Wonderful. Now, you have passed the helm of leadership on to Mr. Hughes. Tell us about your year as president. Of course, battling COVID-19 and all that came with us. Tell us about your year and maybe some of the projects that you were able to accomplish.
Well, like anything you do in life, it's not always easy. So I had good times, bad times, but our year was very successful. We got the Platinum Award, which is based on our DRR's Award Guides of Excellence. And our projects stem from book drives to our signature project, which is also a Dina Donovan Home project. We also did our activity project, which was our international service project with the BVI services and also Eslen Roche students. We taught them how to dance and we also taught them how to paint. That was actually one of my favorite projects as I can see the smiles on their faces and it was something that they were very excited to do. Also, we did a partnership with Green VI, which was, I think this was my baby, and it's also going to end with a solar tree implantation into the into the Noah Lloyd Park, so where patrons of the park will be able to have renewable energy as we strive to make the BVI greener.
Awesome. Now, with all the challenges that came with COVID-19, tell us about that and how you were able to work along with your team and maneuver through the challenges of COVID-19.
Well, currently we have a WhatsApp group chat, so we were always maintaining communication through our group chat, and also we took meetings to Zoom. So we were very active and making sure that our members are safe and informed.
Now, the role of president seems to be quite a tall order. What was your experience? Were there times when you perhaps felt like giving up? Were there any challenges that you faced? Tell us about your time as president.
Well, as I always said, it was a character building experience. There were days when I did felt like giving up, but with a support group as well as your board members, family and friends, like anything is possible, and once you believe in yourself and they also believe in you and they assist you, you can overcome.
Wonderful. During COVID-19, you guys did something very special that I truly appreciated, which was, I think you worked along with single mothers or mothers who might have been having a difficult time. Tell me about that specific project.
Yes, one of our veterans Rotaractors, Shiri Smith, she works at GIS. She spearheaded one of our projects that assisted with mothers who may have been impacted from COVID-19, where she gave wipes, Pampers, formulas to 7 moms within the BVI.
Wonderful. President Hughes, on Saturday, July 4th, you were installed as the new president of Rotaract, surrounded by your family and friends, well-wishers, and a lot of persons from the Rotary family. First of all, tell us about the installation and how that felt just being just granted with so much support and love from everyone.
Well, the fact that we were able to actually be out and in person, because a lot of the installations have been via Zoom, So that initial, I think we were the first one to actually be in a space that really catered to that. So that was exciting in and of itself. But to be around your support system and persons that will be there throughout the year was really overwhelming. And to know that they too will have your back throughout this year when times get difficult, as we are in a new reality, that gives you a calming feeling and a sense of,
Awesome.
of pride to know that you would have made such an impact on so many people that you didn't really realize. We had persons who were just willing and able to support the cause from the very beginning.
Wonderful. Now, as president, tell us about some of your projects that you intend to pursue and tackle this year.
For me, I really want to be able to increase membership because I think, like immediate past President Koisha said, a lot of our members are veterans. They have been in the club for over 5 years, and they're getting older. They're approaching that 30-year mark, and we need to start to get new blood, new persons that are interested, vibrant, energetic, and willing to go the extra mile to ensure that the club really continues to execute the mandate of Rotary. So that will be one of the things that I really plan to do this year. So I intend to meet young people where they are to ensure that they are engaged from the very beginning to really make a contribution to the Virgin Islands, a significant contribution, so that the club can continue.
You spoke about making a contribution. Tell me from your personal experience, what does being a Rotaractor mean to you, and by and large, a member of the Rotary family?
Well, if you were to take the project that Director Cherise would have done during COVID-19, one of the lockdowns, where you have mothers who are in a position where they are vulnerable and they don't necessarily have the funding immediately, because we do have persons that are experiencing challenges financially, and you take a situation and you do the best that you can. We had Rotaractors who took their personal funds to buy formula, wipes, and diapers for these families, these mothers. That to me is the spirit of Rotary. That to me is something that I'm proud to be able to say that I am a part of. And in order to achieve this, you really have to have your eyes open and your ears on the ground to know what is going on and to be able to make an effective contribution. And that's something that I am proud to be a part of. That's something that I hope to continue, and that is something that I hope to allow other young people to come into the fold and be able to make those sorts of contributions.
Wonderful. Now, I'd like you guys to speak, either of you, to speak to the generation that is the young generation as it pertains to service. Many young persons are somewhat of the idea that community service might be boring, it's something for older people, but Rotaractors continue to do remarkable things, like you mentioned before. I want you to speak to our age group and the age group specifically that Koisha mentioned that fits Rotaractors, and encourage them a little bit as it pertains to community service, not only as a Rotaractor, but there are other avenues that persons could serve their community as well. So just give them some encouragement for me.
I think it was said, ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country. I think that speaks volume. We live in a society where our contribution really matters, and our legacy that we hope to leave as individuals, irrespective of where we're from, it should be something of significance. And I think once you are able to make those contributions, overall, you should strive to do that in any way possible. For me, I hope to leave an impact on the Rotaract Club of Tortola so that my existence in the club would have mattered. I think I want to be able to allow at least one Rotaractor to matter, and my existence to matter to them. And young people in general, we have a Virgin Island that we plan to inherit. And what are we doing to ensure that we are creating a Virgin Islands that we are proud to call home? I think it starts with each of us, and the contributions that we make lend significantly to that. I don't know for immediate past President Koisha, I think if you were to look at the club, it's the similar mindset. Everyone joins Rotary or Rotaract for a different reason, but I think at the very core of it, we all want to see the Virgin Islands prosper. We all want to see it develop in such a way that we are proud, and we tend to go above and beyond to make that happen.
Koisha, your thoughts?
Well, I totally agree with President Timolji. So basically, if you want to give back to your community, Rotaract is for you. If you also want to develop your professional skills, Rotaract is for you. But as he said, people join Rotaract for whatever reason they feel like they want to give out to it. But those two core reasons are the reason why you should join Rotaract.
Awesome. Well, before I go any further, let me first of all congratulate both of you, immediate past President Stout, for exceptional job.
Thank you.
I was honored to be witness to at the installation on Saturday, and I could see the burst of joy and pride from all of your family and friends who stood and sat in solidarity, just supporting you guys, and also to President Tamoji. I wish you the very best, and our team here at 284 Media wishes you the very best in your future year. Before we go, guys, I'd like President Hughes to leave us with some closing remarks as it pertains to persons who might be interested and fit the age bracket of joining your club. Where do you meet? What are the times? How can they get in contact with you guys if they are interested in Rotaract?
Well, as IPP Koisha said, it's for persons 18 through 30. We meet at the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, their conference room, every first, third, and fifth Friday. So if you actually aren't doing anything this Friday around 5:30 p.m., you can stop by. That's this Friday, the 10th of July. You can stop by and really just get to know a group of young people that all have the same challenges like you do. We all want to see a Virgin Islands that prospers. We all want to just have a good time and fellowship and just really be in our youth. What a time to be alive in COVID, to be able to connect with other young people in the territory. We just want to be able to make a contribution. And if you feel the need to develop holistically, this Rotaract is a place for you. So if you aren't doing anything this Friday, stop by the Department of Youth Affairs and Sports, their conference room at 5:30 p.m. and you could engage in fellowship through service.
Thank you guys so much for stopping by our studios and touching base with us. Continue the remarkable work. I wish you both, particularly you, President Hughes, a wonderful Rotaract year. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. You're most welcome.